Hi guys, I'm Steex, audio video production. Today I'm gonna do a second video about the Tone X by IK Multimedia, because the first video I did, you have the corner here if you're interested. I did a video about how to capture your amplifier, your rig, so with cabinet and microphone, with the Tone X capture. But as I said, you can also not use the Tone X capture, and probably you do not have any microphone. So this video will be focused on how to capture only an amplifier with your regular gear. So at least you have to have a PC or Mac, you have to have a 𝙎𝙬 and an audio interface. Nothing else. Of course, cables. Maybe it's better to use also cables. So I'm doing this video because I received a suggestion from you, and I think it's a really great suggestion. And if you want to make more suggestions, I can prepare a video dedicated for your suggestion. You can join my YouTube channel. So basically you can become a member, suggest me all you want. You can download for free impulse response that I use in my studio, 𝙎𝙬 templates and stuff like that. You can click join my YouTube channel and you can see a video detailed that will explain you everything. So let's start step by step on how to capture your amplifier, okay? So let me show you. My amplifier is always the Driftwood Purple Nightmare amplifier. I only a cabinet, but I not use the cabinet, okay? I want to capture only the amplifier. So how to capture your amplifier? Well, you have to pay a lot of attention on what I'm telling you right now. To use an amplifier and to capture an amplifier, you need to have something to basically release the power of your amplifier. Normally is a cabinet. The cabinet connected to your amplifier basically is all the energy that will be released to the cones, basically, okay, so to the speakers. But if you do not want to use your cabinet and want only to capture your amplifier, you need to replace the cabinet, or at least you need to connect always the cabinet. Pay attention on this. So normally you need a so-called load box, and this is why I'm using the Torpedo Captor X. That is an amazing load box, and it's also an attenuator, is also an impulse response loader. So for this reason I really like to use that kind of load box, okay? If you don't have a load box, pay attention that maybe you can also use your amplifier without a load box, because inside your amplifier there is a load box. It's really rare, let me say, but could be. Very cheap load box can be also found inside an amplifier. When you basically behind the amplifier, you can read something like line output, and it's basically an XLR cable. Let me say, is not really a great quality that line output, because it's really rare that you have a line output from the final tubes, so the preamp and the power amp. But it's common to have a line output of only the preamp section, so not also the power amp section. So basically is half of your amplifier, okay? The best way is to use a load box. You technically need also a reamp box, a so-called reamp box after. So when you have to send also your DI signal from the audio interface to your amplifier, because you have to convert the signal from line output to line output but high impedance, okay, high Z. So again, the signal of your instrument cable for instrument of your guitar technically. But today I want to show you the very base approach, so without the reamp box. Technically is wrong, okay, this approach, but it works anyway, okay? Basically you are sending to your amplifier a not so correct level of input. But anyway, I want to show you this approach because it's the very base for every kind of home or bedroom guitarist, okay? You have an amplifier and possibly you have a loud box, okay? Maybe you don't have a loud box and you can go out from your XLR line output of your amplifier, okay? You have to have these two conditions, okay, to satisfy. Okay, now let's talk about the connection, because you have to make all the routing that you did with this box, with the Tonex Captor. So without using Tonex Captor, we have to have some routing. So you need a 𝙎𝙗. I think you have a 𝙎𝙗 because if you are a bedroom guitarist and want to record and want to capture your amplifier, I think you have a 𝙎𝙗. Today I have my Studio One 𝙎𝙗, as you can see is here. Let me open. So let's create the project for the capture step by step. Will be called Tone X Amp Capture. Okay, so now I have to create an input for my DI signal for my guitar. Okay, so basically I have to go here. This is my DI guitar. Let's click OK. And then I have also to create an input for my amplifier, because I have to send the signal from my amplifier, so the final signal. Again, this is my amp. Okay, now let's go inside for the routing. Okay, now my guitar is this one, is on the number 2. So basically is the right, basically is this one, mic 2. Okay, so here I can place mic 2 for my DI guitar. Now for the amplifier, you have to create an input, and my input of the amplifier is this one. So the cable that is coming from my Torpedo, okay? So only the amp signal from my Torpedo. And this is the number 8. So I can add this one, call it amp. And this is the number mic 8, okay? Now I have to create also a dedicated output, because I have to send my DI guitar that I play to my amplifier, but not directly to my amplifier. The signal have to pass through the audio interface because it has to communicate with the Tonex. So my DI guitar must go to a dedicated output which are not my main output. So I have to create an output. Go to output and let's create an output which is mono, because it's only one signal, my DI guitar, and let's call it send to amp. Okay, and this is from my number 6, line out 6. So basically from my line out 6 I'm going to my amplifier. Okay, now let's open here my output, which is this one. Okay, this is my line output. Okay, so from my DI guitar, let me grab my guitar. I can arm my track. As you can see, is playing, and I have to send this not to my main out. As you can see, is playing the main out. I have to go to my dedicated send to amp. Now it's playing this one. I can hear that it's working because I'm listening the Torpedo fan that it's working. Okay, now I'm sending my signal to the Torpedo. So from the Torpedo I have to send the signal to my microphone 8, so is this one that we have just created. I have to arm the track, and I have to tell also to the amp that I'm receiving from the mic 8. So basically this sound is only the amplifier, so without any cabinet, okay? So if I place also my impulse responses, this is the sound. by the way, if you are a member of my YouTube channel, you can have these two impulse response from David Laboga package for free. Okay, you can download in the community section. You have already the link to download. I think I'm ready, so I can go here on the Tonex. Let's go next, guitar. I want to capture only my amplifier. Next, I'm going really fast because I already did this video in depth. So now you have to tell to Tonex where are basically your input and output. So these are my main, okay, always the main. My line out 6 that goes to my reamp box, that I'm not using the reamp box, but I'm going directly to my amplifier. Again, this is wrong not to use a reamp box, but anyway, is the number 6. So this one and going to my input of the Dreadful Purple Nightmare. Mic 8 is the return of my reamp box that basically is my torpedo, okay, because I want to capture all the amplifier. And this is the 8. And the second input is from my instrument. So, okay, let's go. Now, input level again. Okay, next, level check step, yes. Okay, level check of the return of my amplifier, so the microphone 8. It's okay, next. Okay, now we have to capture. Let's capture. Okay, so the capture is done, and now I can go next. I have to refine basically the capture. I already test the default with my Mac Studio with the M1 Max CPU, and it takes 10 minutes. Okay, it's not too much, but I want to go faster, guys. Go to fast, next. Start fast training, and basically we have to wait. So guys, remember that when you have the capture of your amplifier, you will need to use an impulse response, okay? Because otherwise it will sound really like a shit, okay? Because it's only the amplifier without the cabinet, so you need to use the cabinet, or you have to use the cabinet from Tone X, so something from the IK Multimedia, or you can download my impulse responses. Of course, the capture of today will be available, okay, for free in the Tonex Tonex net, I don't know how it's called, the cloud basically of the Tonex. Okay, now let's go next. Next. Okay, let's listen the result. It's different, it's not really the same. Let's go next. This one. Next, let's call drift med not so the same. Okay, amp name is my Driftwood Purple Nightmare. Okay, amp channel is the second channel. Character is high gain. Okay, let's put a star here. So this is mine, and I can also use, of course, an impulse response. So let's use the same impulse response that I used here on my Torpedo Captor X. So let's go here, custom IR. Basically, I use two different impulse responses, but I think I cannot do that here on Tonex. I can do externally, but not here. 𝙎𝙚𝙀𝙀 Pro IR Low-Tone audio version, so from vintage 30 Celestion with the microphone, was this microphone basically. Position number 4 LS208, this one. Okay, here I wanna add more gain, more bass, maybe to adjust this capture. And the other impulse response that will be also available for all the members from the same package but different speaker, 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤, sorry, with the microphone in position number 3, this one. Okay, I cannot use two different cabinets, but anyway, this sound. Okay, let's upload this capture. Upload. Okay, before uploading the model, please establish your connection by clicking the connect. Okay, you're right. ToneNet. Search for models on tone.net. Okay, I'm connected, and now I can upload this capture cabinet, known because it's only a capture of my amp. Now guys, you have this capture for free, and if you want also the impulse response, you can join my YouTube channel. Guys, this is the result. Maybe it's not the same, maybe it's better with the cabinet, so the capture with the cabinet, not only the amplifier. Is difficult to capture only the amplifier, but this is the result. Hope you enjoy and hope you understand all the routing. I know it's a bit difficult, but when you try 1, 2 or 3 times, is even better. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.